Ready for that onion soup? Let's go to work. Here I have 9 onions that I've peeled and cut in half. Now let's slice them up. Now while I'm waiting for my pot to get nice and hot, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of oil of your choice. I'm using grapeseed oil. Now that pot is nice and hot. Our oils are boiling. Now let's add those onions. Now you don't want your onions to burn, so just make sure you toss them every few minutes or so. Now I'm adding a teaspoon of salt. I'm using pink Himalayan salt. And a teaspoon of black pepper. Now a teaspoon of brown sugar. Now I'm mincing 2 garlic cloves to add to the pot. In goes 2 of the non-beef bouillon cubes. Now I'm adding a half a cup of red cooking wine. You can add a little more or a little less to your taste. 1 teaspoon of dried thyme. Altogether 6 cups of water, but you can use less if you don't want it as soupy. And I'm gonna simmer and cover for about 20 minutes or until the onions get to the tenderness that you desire. So now it's about 20 minutes later and we're good. So I used to have some ceramic soup cups, but I gave them away. So I don't feel like lifting this heavy cast iron skillet to put it in the oven to melt the cheese with a little browning, which would have been perfect. So I took my vegan mozzarella cheese and sprinkled on top, and I let it melt with the lid on it, and it was still good, but it would have been excellent with the little browning on top. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was not gonna risk lifting this heavy pot and wind up with my soup all in my oven and on the floor. So it was still good. Okay, about 5 or 6 minutes have passed. Watch this. Is this cool or what? I'm pushing this with the spoon just gently, and look at that cheese just rising to the top. All we needed was a little goldenness on there. We're gonna let this cool for a minute and then we're gonna eat.